side, I am speaking on Ms. Petrolak's behalf. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us tonight, and I don't have a lot of details other than just keep in mind that you know, your student is going to want a yearbook this year, so start saving those dollars for the yearbook. Those are on sale all throughout the year. Look for the flyer, watch your email. We actually ran out of yearbooks at the end of last year to where, you know, if you didn't order in advance, we only had so many on hand that we ordered extra, and then they were gone. And we had a lot of kids who wanted yearbooks who didn't get them, so plan ahead for that. Shout outs, there will be shout outs available for purchase in the yearbook, so look for that information. And then I believe the community service project is something that she is doing through her critical thinking class. So for those of you, you all will have, most of you will have that class. She wanted everybody to know that you guys will be doing a community service project, and she will talk more about that at open house and once the school year begins.
Just a couple other tidbits. One, you saw the crime tape as you walked in. No crime has been committed here. I just want to clear the air with that for sure. But we do have a couple of areas of the building where we have a bat infestation. I'm just being transparent. And they have a way of very humanely dealing with bats and like relocating them, but they can't until August 15th. Because it's like against the law to do something with bats before August 15th. I learned more about bats than I've ever known. And so, just so you know, we'll start the year off with a couple places roped off because we just need to not deal with the bats until August 15th, and people from the district will come and take care of the bats. The other thing is it is very important for me. I greatly care what 8th graders think about their experience, their year. And so, 8th grade, never hesitate to send me an NSB message, email me, thoughts about what we can do to make your 8th grade year the best it can be. We rely heavily on our 8th graders for that type of feedback, that type of communication. You've been here for 3 years. We want this year to be the best one. So don't sit on an idea. Don't be like, oh, I wish I had said something earlier. If you got an idea, give it to us. Send it to us. Email me. Send me an NSB message. We very much care about what you think about school and your experience here. So, again, the purpose of tonight was to give you some answers to some questions that maybe you would not have thought to ask. And I hope that you heard the emphasis on self-advocacy. I hope that was something that you leave here with. 8th graders, this is, you know, this year's going to stretch you, and that's a good thing. Be that advocate. Don't sit there and think, oh boy, I've gone through 7 years of school without having to ask a question. Now the treadmill's got a little faster, and I feel like I need to ask a question, but I'm too nervous to ask a question. There's no space for that. Don't worry about it. Ask the question. Advocate for yourself. Get clarification. Get all the details that you need, and keep asking the questions until you get an understanding of what those expectations are. And I hope you've heard that we really want this 8th grade year to be a special year. We really want you to enjoy yourselves. Now, as our stated purpose, we wanted to try to answer some questions that maybe you didn't know to ask, but we also realize that there's probably some questions that you have for us that you just want to get some clarification on. So we'll take if you'll just be patient with us for a couple minutes, we'll ask some questions corporately and just do as much of that as we can, and then we'll dismiss everybody and be available for maybe some questions afterwards. So we'll start this way. Anybody have any specific questions that they might want